Mulțumim. O rog pe doamna Veld Sophie să ia cuvântul pentru 3 minute.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Madam President of the Council and Commissioner Timmermans. I'm a bit disappointed, I have to say, because Mr. Timmermans, you said we don't need a protracted institutional debate about mechanisms. I think that is exactly what we need. Because the fundamental rights and the fundamental values that this union is based on are laid down in Article 2 of the treaties. It is the most important article. It is the highest article in the hierarchy, and yet the enforcement of that article is weakest of all articles in the treaty. I remember the debates about the Eurozone. We said at the time, oh, we don't need binding instruments in the Eurozone. We have a gentleman's agreement. All the member states will simply have to live up to their commitments. Well, we've seen what that led to. I think it is about time that this European Union, that is developing into a European Union, a political union, dotes itself with the instruments to enforce those values that it is so proud of. We shouldn't only be talking, not only words, no matter if they're in 5 or 6 languages, dear Commissioner. We should have action in all the languages. We do need binding instruments, not just conventions, not just silent diplomacy, colloquia. We need binding instruments. That is why my group, the ALDE group, has proposed the Democratic Governance Pact. We've offered it to the Commissioner, and we've been debating it since. It can be adopted on the basis of existing treaties, and it would be similar to the Stability and Growth Pact, and it would have similar mechanisms to ensure the enforcement of the values that are all us. We have, for example, devised one instrument, and I'll show it to you. It looks like a bingo card. It's actually a scoreboard. We have scored all 28 member states against a set of indicators like freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, equal treatment, freedom of religion, and what have you. Now, we've been nice, and we've not put the names of the member states here. I can only tell you that the ones that have only green scores are Denmark and Sweden, but the rest we'll keep anonymous. But if we would do this exercise with the European Parliament, with the Council, with the Commission, and with the national parliaments every year, and here I take up your proposal for an annual debate, simultaneous in all the institutions, about the state of democracy, the rule of law and fundamental rights in all member states, because there I concur very much with the Commissioner. All member states should be treated equally and should be scrutinised in the same way. No more debates about single member states here, or indeed monitoring mechanisms for Bulgaria and Romania as we have them, or only the candidate member states. No, all member states should be scrutinised. We'll scrutinise not just their budget. We don't talk only about debt and budget deficits, but we'll also talk about the enforcement of our shared values and make the European Union a community of values. Thank you.
Mulțumim. Îl rog pe domnul Crisogonos să ia cuvântul pentru 1 minut.
Η δημοκρατία και τα θεμελιώδη δικαιώματα, στα οποία υποτίθεται ότι στηρίζεται η Ευρωπαϊκή Ένωση, σύμφωνα με το άρθρο 2 της ιδρυτικής της συνθήκης, αμφισβητούνται σήμερα στην πράξη